So I feel like the best place for us to begin is at the beginning. So I want you all to break it down and let us know how each of you actually came to know Mother Ru and how you were invited to be a judge on the show.
Picture it, 1987.
Sicily.
New York City, close. Copacabana, Suzanne Barch parties, and Ru was there, and I was there, and love affair happened. No, really, I just saw Ru, and it was kind of like Ru would be double fisting the drinks at the time, walking through the party, and it'd be like, hey girl. And that kind of journey happened for a few years, and then 1989 happened, and I was in a girl group. Yes. Called Seduction, now called Reduction. And Ru was still in the clubs, and he would watch me, and then 1992 happened, and a little song called Supermodel. And a little song called It's Gonna Be a Lovely Day happened, yes. At the same time, and we saw each other. This was a moment that I'll never forget. We saw each other at the dance music seminar in New York City at the Marriott Marquis, and we were in a green room. And Ru walked in, and I was like, I don't know if you remember me, but... And as I went to say who I was, he said, bitch, remember you, I've been watching you for years. He said, you looked me dead in the eyes and said, you are superstar. And literally I was like, nobody ever said that but my mother.
Aww.
Ever. And that was like,
changed.
yeah, in my head I knew that I was, Madonna 2.0. My music career didn't know that, but Ru said it, so I was kind of validated in that moment. And then this is where it all began. 1996, WKTU in New York City launched. I had somehow hustled my way into a radio career with no experience. Just kidding.
That's the microphone. You got
And then RuPaul walked in. They put us together for Fashion Week. He didn't know that I was going to be there. I didn't know that he was going to be there. He walked in and looked at me and went, of all the people, of course it's you sitting there. They put us together. The rest is history. He brought me on as his sidekick on the RuPaul talk show on VH1. And that's where Mary and Rhoda began.
Yes.
I'm Rhoda, obviously.
Joel McHale. Question mark? Go.
It was just it's like hashtag enough, It was like when straight guys walk into a gay bar but treat it like a sports bar. And I'm always considerate of our guest judges, always, because they are our guests. And I, love that they're there and they're all super fans. But I think he thought it was funny.
Right.
And I love Joel, but then I kind of just I had enough. Like, I had my J-Lo moment.
Let's bring him out. Ladies and gentlemen, Joel McHale.
I'd be good. We literally, afterwards, he literally was like, inboxing me, and we have a great relationship. But it was really, really funny, because at that moment, I didn't know him as well as I know him now, but it was the moment of, can you please shut the
Did you watch the episode?
Yeah, I watched it.
So, the editors kept, a lot of Michelle's, shady-ass side eye.
But that was after 20 minutes of it.
So what didn't make it in? Do you remember anything?
Exactly. the other stuff. But, yeah, there was a lot. Am I lying? Right.
They cut
out
it was
in my ear, by the way, right in my ear.
And they cut out 80% of how many times you went, yeah!
Ross, I've never heard you so manly.
Oh my God, that honestly hurt to do that.
Yeah. You have so much to offer, so many different perspectives to offer these queens. So what are you thinking specifically, and what are you looking for from the queens? Let's talk lip syncs and main stage challenges. Anything in particular you're looking for from these queens to give to you?
Any of us?
Yeah.
I think my judging style is quite different to everybody else's on the panel. And that's okay. I think mostly because, yes, I'm a fan of them, but I also, there's a sense of integration for me because I grew up, I was weaned off the cotton teats of drag queens. Yes. I was 17 years old when I became involved in the community through the ballroom scene, and I was always with drag queens and trans people who were not called trans people, but trans women who were performing as drag queens or drag performers. So for me, I've seen the best of the best, and I've seen how you could get better with time. I've seen it all, and I've lived through it all with queens, hand in hand, arm in arm. So it's different than going and seeing a bunch of shows. I've been in the trenches with them. So when I look for something, it's the challenge, of course, what they're supposed to do, and the challenge is being met. And it's, are they doing this to the best of their ability? Also, are they doing something that's different every week? Because for me, I know as an actor and as a performer, you get typecast really easily, especially in Hollywood. Yes. And I know all these girls have dreams of going on and doing things and making the most money that they can make in a limited amount of time. We don't know how long we've got, so we got to live in the moment. So if I see them kind of coasting on what they do best, I feel like there could be room for elevation. And I want them to casting directors to look at them and go, oh, not only can she do that, but she could also do that, that, and that. Done. Right. Sign her. Amazing. I want that for them so they can make the most out of their career in the shortest amount of time and make the most amount of money. And I don't want them to be lazy, because lazy don't get you nowhere.
Right.